Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I make videos for anyone who's looking to try and improve their chess in a club rating level, beginner level, any level really. I'm just documenting my chess journey, explaining what I'm learning and all that stuff. So if that sounds interesting, please consider subscribing, as it would be greatly appreciated. We are on 40 subscribers now, I'm very grateful for. Now in today's video, it's a bit different. I recently played a game with a Georgian Grandmaster, Baddur Jobava, who was X2700. He was rated 19th in the world in 2012. I played him in a rapid game yesterday. He was streaming on Twitch. So there was music playing, and I don't think he was like 100% fully focused, because there was music playing, and I think he was just having a good time. But I challenged him to a rapid game, and the result will shock you. Like, it's pretty insane, to be honest. This game, I completely shocked myself, and it's probably one of my greatest achievements of my life. So anyway, the game started with b3. As soon as I saw b3, I knew I was in trouble, because I've never really faced this, but I knew it was a bit different to the normal modern defense. And also Baddur Jobava is one of the greatest pioneers of this opening. I think it's even named the Jobava attack. Lots of people know it as that. So I played c6. I don't know. I'm playing a Grandmaster. I'm just trying to survive. c6, d5, e3, and knight f6. f4, and here I was already worrying, because when a Grandmaster plays a move, it just seems like it's 100 times better than, say, if someone else plays it. So already f4, I was already doubting my position. Now here I actually did play the best move, well, the most common played move. So I quickly worked out, okay, I have to develop my pieces. This light squared bishop I need to develop, because my pawns will probably all be on light squares. This bishop's not worth much to me, which means I just went bishop g4. I could have won bishop f5, but I don't know. I just felt more comfortable playing bishop g4, developing with tempi. And Baddur Jobava played bishop e2, takes. And takes. So I've exchanged my kind of bad bishop, and now I play knight d7. Knight f3. Sorry, yeah, knight f3, e6, castles, and bishop d6. I specifically went bishop d6, not bishop e7, because I wanted to maybe go queen c7 and play e5. I also understood that this square is quite important, so the more pieces I can put on it that are attacking it, the better. What I thought anyway. So Baddur Jobava plays d3, castles, and now knight d2. So already the position is interesting. I think it's about level. I've done analysis. I haven't really used an engine much on the analysis, to be truly honest. So a lot of this is my own analysis. Now here, I think I wanted to play e5 somehow, because I just felt like I would be way more comfortable playing like that. But here I play. I mean, I also, because I couldn't think 100% straight. When you play someone so much higher rated, even when I play someone say like 100 elo points higher than me, I also find it hard to just focus. So I just played a5 here. My idea was to somehow cause some damage along this file, and also up to a5. This position has never been reached from a5. This position has been reached, but after a5, it's a completely new game. A4 was played, and now queen c7. I wanted to try support playing e5. I also just wanted to put pieces on this diagonal. Baddur now played bishop f6. I was kind of like, at the start I thought, oh, did I not have a piece here to retake it with, and I was going to play a gf. But luckily I did have a knight. But you always just second question yourself. You maybe you'll experience it and you'll understand, or maybe you have. So I take, and now Baddur goes d4. So you kind of see his idea. He wanted to kind of close this up position. And it's a closed position, so he wants to use his knights, and his bishop on this diagonal wasn't very good. Now I went c5. I wanted to open up the position, because I know I didn't want him to just go knight e5 and just go knight f3 and just steamroll me on the king side, because I've lost a lot of games like that. So I knew I had to strike back. So c5 to me, I think I should have played it quite fast. Yeah, I played c5 in like about under 10 seconds. I go c5, try and open up the position a bit. My queen's also on this diagonal. So he goes c3. Now here here I think I should have taken. So after rook a c8, sorry, on this move, yeah, I I think I my analysis was this. Also, by the way, the engine did help me a bit here. I'll tell you when I stopped using the engine. So this was good because if takes, I take. So first of all, he can't take, I take. If knight takes, that just hangs a pawn. Um, yeah, I think it does. Or it leaves these pawns very weak if the knight takes. And maybe I can't take it. So c takes is pretty much forced. And now to be honest, I can go rook f c8. And after say rook c1, I can just go queen b6, and already I can blockade. This pawn's weak. This pawn's backwards. So my pawn structure is probably better here. I can also maybe work out a way to infiltrate here, but this just is a lot better. Maybe I can go like bishop b4. And yeah, I can also maybe blockade this square. So this was probably my best option. I didn't really see that though. So I didn't take yet. I went rook c8 first, rook a to c8. Baddur Jobava went rook a2. I'm not sure if this is actually the best move, because now if I take, Baddur cannot go rook c1 anymore. But I just trusted that rook a2 was a good move. Okay, now I went queen b6. Here I actually should have just taken. It was a lot stronger now because I stopped using the engine up to this point. Now I thought I could probably just go like queen c3 and really infiltrate this position. And there would be no rook c1 ideas. However, I went queen b6. I wanted to maybe stack up my rooks and then take. Baddur went queen b5. So I take. If it takes with this, I take here. If it takes with the knight, I take here. So he pretty much forced to play this. And now I went bishop b4. Now my position's actually, it's weird. This position's actually quite easy to play for black. Yeah, it's just quite easy to play. I mean, my rooks infiltrate. And this is actually just better for black, to be honest. So Baddur here goes knight e5. I continue rook c3. After rook c3, Baddur played rook. Oh yeah, rook f3. He's defending this pawn. Now I had a good move here. Now I haven't used the engine now, because this is all my own analysis. So if I completely make a fool of myself, then yeah, it's because I'm not using the engine. So I thought knight e4 was a good move here, because I'm threatening to take and discover and win this. For example, let's just say h3 is played. I can take, check, and I win this. Say this. So knight e4 was probably a better move. Also, knight e4, if this is taken, takes. Rook h3 is really, if he wants to keep guarding this pawn, rook g3 doesn't work due to this check and this. I collect the rook. So rook h3 would be played, and now this rook's just completely isolated. So this, I can also do this, takes here, and move my bishop back. I mean, this position, the rook's just completely isolated on h3. I don't think there'll be much of an attack. There's only two pieces, a couple pawns. There's no queen, so I don't think this attack will be too deadly. But I can also double my rooks here. Something after this, I can go rook c8 next move. This position is very pleasant. However, I did not do that, but I probably should have. And now after I go rook c8, h3 is played. Oh, let's just backtrack. Rook f6 played, but I played rook c8. h3 is played because I think Baddur was aware that he wanted to put he didn't want to allow the checks and any bishop e1 ideas, I don't think. Also just wanted to create luck for his king. After this, now I go knight e4. Sorry about that. Knight e4 was played. And now king h3. And now, after king h3, Baddur, this actually allows me to win material. So I take, takes, I take. Baddur plays rook f3, and I go rook c3. Now I just want to exchange pieces. Also takes, knight f3 is forced, and it's a winning endgame. I didn't really know that at the time, by the way. Okay, so Baddur plays king g3. F6 was played by me. Maybe not the most accurate of moves, but I just wanted to get my king to the game. Takes. King f7, king f2, king e7, king e3, king d6, and now king d3. Now, this is actually quite... This endgame, all I had to do was literally... I can literally just park my bishop here and win this pawn. It's impossible. All I had to go was just do this. And just run my king over to here, takes, and I win this pawn. Oh, I just didn't think about it at the time. I'm such an adrenaline high. I just was thinking, how on earth do I get into an endgame with a grandmaster? Rook a bishop a1. I had this really silly idea. I went e5. I thought for some reason this would all work. Takes, and Baddur went knight e5, and I forgot that I couldn't take back. Here I offered a draw. This endgame I think is still actually winning, because I think I still should be able to take, although it's not as clear. What does the eval bar say? The endgame is slightly better for black, but I'm sure Baddur would have won this somehow. Not somehow, he would have. So yeah, it's annoying. I got into winning endgame, but my first real rapid game against a grandmaster, and it was a draw. And yeah, I was pretty happy after this game. I still am buzzing, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I mean, if I can draw with a grandmaster, then so can you. If you put in a bit more chess work, or you up my rating, you definitely can. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought of it, and yeah, have a good rest of your day.